It's just a special place that people can relax and unwind and enjoy the scenery. They drop down off the big hill, they drop down into the park, and it's like they leave their troubles behind. Well, because of the water supply, because of the Roaring River Spring itself, settlers found this area in the 1800s. In 1928 is when Roaring River State Park was created, and then in 1933 is when the Civilian Conservation Corps, or the CCC boys, showed up and started building a lot of the structures and facilities that we see in the park today. After they got their barracks built and had a place to stay, they immediately started building roads, trails, and other buildings in the park. We have 7 trails in the park with over 12.5 miles of trails. Fire Tower Trail is our longest trail in the park, and when you go up there, you climb the fire tower, and it takes you almost to the top of the trees. The first hatchery was built in 1910, and it was washed out in a flood. And then in the 30s, the CCC came in, built the modern-day fish hatchery that we have right now. A lot of the stonework, the raceways, the spring pool around Roaring River Spring itself, that was all constructed by the CCC.
Here, what we do is we'll raise about 220,000 12.5-inch fish a year. And then basically every day we feed the fish twice a day. And then once or twice a week we'll do various activities, from splitting a pool of fish that's a little high in the capacity to pumping a pool of fish over to get ready to stock out in the river. So when we spawn the fish, it takes about 28 days for those eggs to hatch. They'll be in there about 3 months till they get to be about 3 inches. At that point, we bring those outside to these small linear pools, and then we'll grow them up to about 12.5 inches to get put out in the river. We put fish in every night from March 1st to October 31st, so anybody can come back the next day and they're pretty much guaranteed to catch fish.
Opening day is always a special day for the park, for the community, and all the people that come down and fish. It's the opening day of trout season. It's always on March 1st. And you always hear a lot of stories about people that have come down and fished opening day, maybe stood on the same rock for 30 years when that whistle blew. It's quite an atmosphere. It's a different type of fishing because there's so many people on the bank. It's kind of shoulder to shoulder, but it's more about the fun and the camaraderie and spending time with friends. Well, we're obviously busy from Memorial Day to Labor Day. When school's out, the families come down and really take advantage of what the park has to offer. To have a motel and an inn and conference facility like we have here, that's rare in state parks, but the Emery Mountain Inn and Conference Center has 26 motel rooms. We have 187 campsites, and we also have the 26 cabins in the park.
It's nice to see a kid come out or a school group come out that people haven't had a lot of experience out in the wild or the wilderness. They come out, catch their first fish, and to see someone get that, it's really exciting, especially in the fall. You get a lot of the color change on the leaves. I'd say it's one of the best destinations in the nation to come look at the changing fall colors. Just seeing the public come in and the joy and the satisfaction that those people get catching those fish, it really brings a smile to your face.
We know that what we're providing is special. And we're providing a place for people to get away, relax, create those family memories. So many people are returning to Roaring River just to get back to nature, to relive some of those memories that they created with their parents and grandparents and great-grandparents. The place holds a lot of memories for a lot of folks. So many different areas of the park that are pretty and scenic in their own way. This area right here behind me is an area I like to pull into each morning and just kind of stop and look up at the river and think about what it is we're doing here and what it is we're trying to preserve and protect.